Hi, I'm Lee and welcome to the Cellar Door. Today we're in the Beechworth wine region at the Glenbosch Wine Estate, known for its delicious cool climate Nebbiolo and Sangiovese and a lovely little gin distillery. I'm off to meet Nika, one of the owners. Of course, have a cheeky glass of wine. Let's go. On this episode of the Cellar Door Australia, we are 10 minutes outside of the historic town of Beechworth in Victoria's High Country. Glenbosch Winery sits at the centre of this picturesque valley, surrounded by native bush and rich grasslands from which it gets its name. But the Glenbosch story doesn't start in Beechworth. Our journey begins in the vibrant landscapes of South Africa. Owners Dirk and Nika hail from Stellenbosch in South Africa's renowned Swartland region. Located on the Western Cape, it is celebrated for its dynamic wine culture amidst its rolling wheat fields and rugged terrain. There, Dirk's family lineage spans over 8 generations as grain and sheep farmers. In 2019, they made the journey down under and began Glenbosch. Their passion for wine is evident in every bottle, blending the rich winemaking traditions from South Africa with the lush terroir of Australia. First, I'm meeting Nika to find out more about what brought the family to Glenbosch.
So we visited Australia from South Africa in 2018 just for a holiday. When we thought about moving to another country in start of 19, we couldn't think of any other place than Australia. Dirk and his dad came April 2019 to look for farms, and they found this place, which fitted our vision very well. There's many beautiful areas, but then when Dirk tasted the wines from Beechworth, he was just in heaven. This one, I guess, just talked to them.
Ticked all the boxes.
Yeah. We took over what was previously called Amulet Vineyard, and we have to rename it because that's what you do when you get a new baby or a new pet or a new business. You rename it. So yeah, Glenbosch is pretty much, our previous farm was Glen Peter. So we told Dirk's dad we'll bring the Glen, and it is actual Glen, which is a valley with running water. And then Bosch is just our Stellenbosch, a little bit of that. And 2/3 of the property is bush, which Bosch means bush. So it's pretty much valley and bush is Glenbosch, and we think it fits with the property. Yeah.
So not only fits with the property, but also sort of like the merging
of
the two families.
Yes, it was meant to be.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
And so what wine have we got here in front of us?
So this is actually our first red we bottled, 2021 Sangiovese. As you know, we had the bushfires in 2020, so we didn't have a harvest that year. So 2021 was our first harvest, and this is our first red, which came out pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Well done to Dirk. So it's well received. Yeah.
Nice one.
And it's such a good food wine that I always pour it if someone says, what can we have with this or that?
Yeah, great. Yeah. Very good. Oh, well, we better have a taste.
Yeah.
And then I think we'll head over to Dirk in the vineyard.
Yes. Cheers.
Let's head out into the vines and meet winemaker Dirk. Dirk, thank you so much for talking to us today. Tell us about Glenbosch. What sort of wines do you make here?
So Glenbosch, we're situated in the Beechworth wine region. Previous owners, Sue and Eric Thornton, they planted the vineyard in 1999 to 2002. Most of these vines are about 20-ish years old. There's a lot of Italian varieties, so your Sangiovese, Nebbiolo, We used to have Barbera. We've also got some Pinot Blanc, which is very beautiful. I've grafted over the Orange Muscat. I believe the guys down the valley, they do it better. So we're putting in some Chenin Blanc. I think the region will do very well with Chenin Blanc.
So Dirk, obviously you moved here, you chose this region for a reason.
Yeah.
Can you tell me why?
Oh, so the reason why I chose up here is because of the mountains. Because if I can't see a mountain, I get lost. But also, the wine got a lot better. I prefer the wine as I got up the hill. Beechworth's just got this beautiful granite, weathered granite soils. And then when you go more up towards Beechworth, when it gets a little bit higher, there's a little bit more clay. And that you get some beautiful cold weather Shirazes and Cabernets up there as well. It's a very beautiful wine region, especially for Chardonnays. You can go anywhere up this road. You'll find a good Chardonnay. Because we're elevated and we're fairly inland, we've got these beautiful cold nights. So the cold nights and cooling down, even during summertime, we've got a decent cooling down during the evenings, and that allows us to build these beautiful fruit flavors and floral flavors especially on the whites.
Okay, Dirk, thanks for talking about your wines. Let's go and check out your barrel house, and I believe you've got something else to show me.
I do, yes.
Great, let's go. Next, we're going to head down to the other end of Glenbosch Estate, where Dirk's barrel hall has a very well-kept secret. Okay, Dirk, here we are, clearly in the barrel house where all the magic happens, but you're making something extra special in here.
As South Africans, we're one of the biggest consumers of brandy. Try to bring a little bit of that culture with us. So this is some of the first brandy that we made. Beechworth, the grapes we grow over here also gives you a good spirit. And once we did the first distillation, we were very, very excited. So we're just basically patiently waiting to release this.
And what's the process in brandy?
Right, so brandy, the first steps are pretty much similar to wine making. So we make wine, obviously make it a little bit in bigger volumes. The fermentation is a little bit bigger. We tend to pick a little bit later to get a little bit more of that jammy fruit characters of it. Usually the sugar is a little bit higher because sugar is good. Sugar gives you alcohol. And then we put it through the distillery, do a stripping run, rectifying run, and then just another purifying run just to make sure that we've got the best bits in the barrel.
Beautiful. And just noticing this here.
Broniac is a little word that we came up with because the style of brandy we're making is more similar to that of cognac. But here in Australia, there's a little bit of a perception around brandy. So we're just trying to change that perception, and we think that the quality that we're able to produce from the grapes of the area will be right up there with some of the big ones here.
Nice cognac. Do you reckon we could take just a little smidge?
I think the angels need a share here. So this barrel is, I think it's about 9 years old. It used to be a barrel in Rutherglen, so it had some beautiful, beautiful old sweet wine in it.
Awesome.
So first you get that beautiful raisins and that old wood, that mustiness. So this will be pretty high alcohol, so 60%.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so the trick is not to let your lip go up when you drink your first.
Cheers, thanks.
That's coming along really good.
Join us after the break for some fine dining and molecular gastronomy with head chef Chris. Welcome back to the Cellar Australia. Now it's time to head into the restaurant where I'll be meeting head chef Chris to find out what makes him so passionate about cooking.
Wanted to go into food my entire life, got into cooking with my grandmother when I was a kid, and kind of sort of trying to find my passion along the ways and found my passion. And yeah, I've been wanting to leave South Africa for a long time just to spread my wings and see what's up with the rest of the world. And I was lucky enough that Glenbosch found me, and it's been an incredible journey so far.
Oh, fabulous. And you spoke about your grandmother there, like she obviously instilled in you the passion for cooking. Is there something that you've brought along from her?
Yes, I actually did bring something along from her, one of her recipes, but that we'll go into a little bit later. It's the dessert.
Okay. What inspires your menu?
Coming up with a menu, it's everything that I like to eat. I like to bend the boundaries a bit. Take it a little bit further, using my molecular gastronomy knowledge that I have to incorporate, for instance, beautiful strawberry caviars, which you'll see a little bit later on, foams, bubbles.
What dish do you have for us today?
So the first little course, we're going to start off, this is my little chef snack. This is based on India and Mexico, so it's a combination of both.
In there, we've got corn, red onion, smoked tomato, paprika, potato, turmeric, and a touch of coriander and cumin.
So this little course is just absolutely divine. It's the first little snack that you get as you arrive at the restaurant and sit down.
That's amazing.
If you're having my chef's menu. And this is then topped off with a beautiful vegan butter chicken sauce, just to give you that extra bit of sweetness and punch through the whole experience. So, and then the pea tendrils is just to give it a little bit of beauty and a little bit of height.
Yeah, so the theatre continues.
Theatre always continues.
Yeah.
And just to brighten everything up and give it a little bit more theatrics, I like to give it a quick smoke. And then the reveal is the beautiful take on a Mexican and Indian inspired snack.
Lovely. I better try one of these.
I mean, you deserve
Oh,
one.
absolutely. Thank you. That's incredible.
Now that is delicious.
That is so good. Let's move on to the next dish. Okay, Chris, that was awesome. What's next? How are you going to top that?
Next up is my take on beef and potatoes.
First up, Chris adds a burnt thyme and butter mash. These potatoes are not boiled, but baked at 165 degrees for 2 hours, so as to not bring out so much starch. Next up is the carrot and cumin puree to add a stunning colour to the dish. Now we're going for some texture, a classic with a twist. Crispy leeks followed by honey and cumin glazed carrot. And now for the piece de resistance, the eye fillet steak cooked to a perfect medium rare. Finally, a demi-glaze that takes 3 days to make. Boiling the stock for 48 hours, it is reduced completely to a syrup consistency.
Okay, awesome, and here is our beautifully presented steak and potatoes with a cafe au lait, which is a black pepper truffle sauce.
All right, Chris, so what are we doing now?
So this is my palate cleanser course. So we've got beautiful strawberry caviars, and you can make these at home using oil and agar-agar. Freeze your oil, make your strawberry syrup, add your agar, and basically just drip it in with a syringe. It'll take long, but...
Yeah.
So on this little spoon is a Szechuan pepper flour. So this is all part of the experience. So this little Szechuan pepper flour has an active ingredient called spalancum in it. So and that's what's going to make your mouth salivate and give it a tingle, what we call a buzz. So if you can carry that on.
Sure.
So
Straight in?
Straight into your
Straight
mouth.
in?
Bite it chew it for 10 to 15 seconds, then swallow.
Okay.
And while that happens, I'm going to explain to you what is in this beautiful mixture of mine. So what we have here is a combination of elderflower, lime, mint, basil, and cucumber. So it adds all that freshness to it, and it will just cleanse your palate completely. And having the caviars in there just gives you a little bit more of a textural experience.
This is crazy. First off, I was going to say like popping candy, but no, that's not it. It is literally when you used to put a 9-volt battery on your tongue, but everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we're just going to add a little bit more theatre to this one. So all you've got to do now, just I pop it with my nose, just enjoy the beautiful aroma that comes from it.
Okay.
And then I just sip it.
Okay, so pop it with my nose.
Yeah, pop it with your nose.
Okay.
There we go.
That is stunning.
So it just gives your mouth a beautiful cleanse.
Okay, that's just magic. It's finally time for our last course on this culinary adventure. All right, Chris, so we're down to the very special plate now. This came from home. This is from Grandma. Talk me through it.
So this is called Malva pudding. Malva, M-A-L-V-A. So it's very similar to your guys' sticky toffee date, except I make it with apricots and I soak it in a vanilla custard. This recipe's been passed down to my dad and then from my dad to me, even though I got it first as a kid. And I have brought it here to Australia just to have that little bit of home with me the whole time. It's eaten hot.
Yeah.
So you get the most flavor when something is, in this case, hot. So with that, we have a beautiful gluten-free vanilla crumb, just to give you that extra bit of stability for your ice cream.
And there's something very homely about apricot jam. Makes you feel good.
It makes you feel extremely good. It takes me back to Grandma and Granddad's house, and having the apricot with it just brightens everything up and makes it so much more tastier. And then just to top it off and to give it an extra bit of crunch, I've made vanilla meringues, just to give it an extra bit of body
to give it a little bit more aesthetics. So this is generally served with vanilla ice cream. Beautiful, right there. Malva pudding served with no meringue, apricot gel, and ice cream.
All the way from Grandma.
All the way from Grandma into Australia for you guys to have. And is it Aussie approved?
Alrighty, how do I get into this? Oh my goodness, delicious. Chris, thank you so much for taking us through all that. It was absolutely divine. I can't wait to sit down outside and eat all this, so I'm gonna have to love you and leave you.
Well, there we go. Well, thank you guys for coming to the beautiful winery and spending time in my kitchen.
Thank you so much. Nika, thank you so much for spoiling us this morning at Glenbosch. We're about to sit down and have some lunch, and after the break, we'll be tasting a few more wines. Cheers. Cheers.
Whilst filming the Cellar Australia in Beechworth, our crew chose to stay at the Lake House Beechworth. Designed with holidaymakers in mind, this exceptional property is possibly the best Beechworth has to offer and is a very special place to unravel with family and friends. Just a short, easy walk into town, but once you get to the Lake House, you won't want to leave. To book your stay at the Lake House Beechworth, visit lakehousebeechworth.com.au.
Welcome back to the Cellar Australia. Now it's time to put Dirk's hard work to the test and crack open some wine. We're headed into the cellar door to meet with John to find out more about this famous Chardonnay I've heard so much about.
You can't come to Beechworth and not have a Chardonnay. Cool climate, perfect for the growing conditions. And the great thing that Dirk's done here is he's stuck with the old world traditions, so this is very much in line with what you'd expect if you're in France. Oaked for about 12 months, lovely fruit up front, beautiful buttery finish, and a really balanced acidity. I think you'll find that quite enjoyable.
Oh, it's just me.
Indeed. Just you. I'm not going to join you on this one. No. Keeping it professional here.
Right.
So great on the nose.
Oh, it's very light.
Yeah, you get a little bit of oak on the nose. It's not heavily oaked, this one either, which I think is a big plus. Chardonnay is a controversial wine. You either love it or you hate it.
I'm really enjoying it.
I am too at the moment. Yep. Let's see how you feel about this one.
Oh, that's really lovely. It's fresh, but it's got that butteriness that I personally like.
That's the great thing about it. I think there's a bit of a summeriness about this particular Chardonnay. I think the days of the big, punch in the mouth, buttery, oaky smash is gone. I think this is much more in line with where a Chardonnay should be sitting.
Yeah, it's a good balance.
I think so. It's really well balanced. Absolutely.
Nice.
So let's go for a red. And I think this is an absolute success story. So I think for a first attempt Nebbiolo, and we're talking about Neb Snobs, I think the Neb Snobs should be flocking here for this one.
Okay.
It's drinking incredibly well. This is a wine that I would probably decant rather than fresh open, but beautifully light in colour. Frankly, this is a wine that I think tells a big lie. You look at it, it's light in colour. You think the first thing you do when you see something, you make an assumption: light in colour, light in flavour, and it's anything but. Now, Nebbiolo's coming from the Piedmonte region in Italy normally, sits alongside things like Barberas and Arnaise in the whites. And because of the food that they're eating up there, I'm always going to pair this with the fattier foods. I'm going to go for things like duck and lamb and pork, purely because of the acidity that will cut on through. You should try that one. I think you're going to enjoy that. Beautiful fruit, lovely balanced acidity, in the style of Barolo, so 36 months on oak. So this has been barreled for 36 months, so it's a long time between drinks when you make this one.
Yep.
But I'm sure you'll enjoy that. It's a lovely drop. And this is right up there with some of the best in the region, in my opinion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's so much going on there.
There's a lot going on. Now, if you drank that out of a black glass and you couldn't see what it looked like, you would probably have a very different experience.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, for sure. And the palate length is what I love on this. It hangs around for a while. It's the gift that keeps giving, as they say.
Keeps changing.
Yep, absolutely. With each pass of the palate, there'll be something new. You'll just keep picking up something new each time it passes over the palate.
Yeah, lovely.
Indeed. So, of course, the other thing that we're working on here and making some great inroads with is the gins. Now, I'd suggest that we're probably drawing on the South African heritage a little bit here, but we're also drawing on the local gold heritage here. Now, I don't know if they can pick this up on camera, and I don't think there's any nice way to do this, but effectively this particular gin on the floor has the 24 karat gold flake in it. So hints of aniseed and myrtle. Now I'll put a dash in the glass here for you. Have a try of that neat, and then you might be lucky and get a gold flake.
Cool.
And then we'll add a little bit of tonic water to it if you like.
I did too.
You got some?
Yeah.
Beauty. Great tooth filler. Let's try a bit with some tonic water. It'll change the flavours. You've got the aniseeds there, but it's subtle.
It is subtle,
but it's there. And a little bit of myrtle in there as well. And then if you add a little dash of tonic, it's a different experience again. Goes great in a Negroni, which is the drink of the moment.
Wow.
Got to use a quality tonic too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, for sure.
What tonic do you prefer?
I'm a big one for Fever Tree, Cappy, any of those. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice way to finish.
In a Negroni.
Yeah, I think so too.
Delicious.
I think
The
that
aniseed
little
is
bit of aniseed coming through. Yeah, cutting through the Campari. Lovely. Hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that was a wonderful day. We've heard the history of Glenbosch, tasted some brandy, and enjoyed the culinary delights of head chef Chris de Jong. With all that done, I'm about to tuck in for the night at the Vineyard Cottages with a delicious glass of Chardonnay. I'm Lee, and thank you for watching The Cellar Door.